I'm wearing actually about 4 layers on me right now, and I'm still pretty cold. I have 3 pairs of socks on. It's freezing out here in Pueblo. We're just off of I-25 South and 25th Street. When we got into town, the traffic was pretty slow and go. And one of the biggest problems that this project is going to fix is putting in some sidewalks, because if you walk along this road right here, you're putting yourself into some pretty dangerous conditions with no sidewalks, being so close to traffic. Slow down and don't panic when you're driving in weather like this. And if you feel like you're going to skid, just keep steering in the direction you want to go. Even here, they're giving cookies and drinks, and some of the shops have also said that they're giving some pretty good discounts, so it's something to take advantage of. It's the second year in a row that the museum has put on this holiday light show. And as you're driving along Highway 24, you'll notice some metal signs, but there's also these electronic signs that are warning drivers for the risk of falling rocks. Tons and tons of people just excited for the big game. It's just a few days away, and I've heard that today is going to get even crazier because we've got a lot of people still coming in, especially those that live here on the west side have a chance to talk to City Council and give their opinion on how they feel about this ordinance. When Amy and her husband Ben met Taraku for the first time, it just felt right.
We have 2 biological girls, they're 11 and 9, and we just knew that we wanted to adopt.
And their family was finally complete.
We brought him home when he was 4.5, and he didn't know any English, and we were sort of scared to death about how it was all gonna work. But he adjusted so well, and just has always had a sweet, compassionate heart.
Taraku is only 9 years old, but he has
We had just learned about an organization called Charity Water.
with a goal of 10.
Good stuff.
Yeah, gold.
That, of course, makes Mom so proud.
I know he's already a world changer, and I mean, he's brought clean water to hundreds and hundreds of people who would not have had it otherwise.
Taraku has not lost sight of his roots and says he likes to share his message with everyone.
It's fun to help kids, and instead of oh, how about we don't help, and then sometimes it's fun to help.
In Monument, Aisha Morales, Fox 21 News. This may be just a deck of playing cards, but for Pam Kinslow, it's so much more.
I thought it was an excellent idea. I mean, they play cards, and there's always chit-chat in jail.
Pam has been looking for answers since 2005 when her son Tommy was murdered in Colorado Springs.
They shot him to death and left him. I mean, that's a coward that's going to go after somebody that's unarmed.
For Pam and several other families now living without a loved one, these cards are a piece of hope.
We're going to hand them out to the inmates. We're fortunate that CBI allowed us to have 8 different cases in that deck.
On the cards is a picture of the homicide victim, information about the case, and also a phone number to call. There's also some cards with information about missing people. Detective Montez says this has worked in other states and hopes it will here too.
A lot of times people may have a cellmate or themselves, some people do have remorse and they may come forward. So relationships change, and we're hoping that they'll recognize the case and call.
He says it's important to get closure for families who just want answers. As for Pam, she's staying optimistic.
It might not do anything for Tommy's case. I hope it does, but I think it'll help a lot of the other cold cases that are out there.